One of the things I've learned in life is that you can't keep begging for a piece of the pie. You got to go out and make your own pie. And on today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about 3 reasons why I created my own pie. Well, actually, my own event. Hope you enjoy this one. Hey everyone, welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist podcast. I'm your host, Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist, and I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode today, I'm going to talk to you about 3 reasons why I decided to make my own conference, or quote unquote, make my own pie. So check this out. This conference is called BizDev Summit 2022. It's done and being held in South Florida in West Palm Beach. Now, West Palm Beach is beautiful, and the name itself sounds like a tourist paradise, and there is a lot of people who come and visit, especially snowbirds. I mean, it's just like, it's beautiful. Like right now, it's like, I don't know, maybe like 75, 80 degrees outside, and it's middle of May, and it's beautiful, and you can go to the beach, and you could do that year round. But one of the things too that I found with South Florida is that about, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 years ago, I wanted to do go to a local meetup. And when I went to the meetup, what I saw were, and no offense against people, I saw a lot of plumbers and lawyers and financial advisors and people that were trying to do little, local business. And that's sales as well. I wanted, however, to get with other B2B sellers. I wanted to figure out what they were doing when it came to LinkedIn, or how they were writing emails, or breaking through some of these accounts, or how they were getting in touch with some of these prospects that were so hard to reach. I'm like, come on, man, I need these tips and advice. And I was thinking, there's gotta be more people in South Florida who are sales professionals. So I started doing more research, and I found out about Meetup.com, and I was like, okay, people are meeting up for WordPress stuff and different things, and for entrepreneurship stuff. Like, what if there are people meeting up for sales? And I found a couple of them, but they weren't quite what I wanted. So therefore, I said, screw it. I learned this advice from watching a segment, and it was about these folks in Atlanta back in the early 90s who were just like doing things. People who were, black folks who were successful. And I was like, all right, one of the things they said was, you can't sit around and beg for a piece of the pie. You got to make your own pie. And it stuck with me ever since I was a kid. So we started creating local sales meetups, and then we did these in other cities. We moved them to Utah as well, and we have them in St. Louis. So we have 3 states in which we do these meetups where B2B sales professionals come together to learn from sales experts local to the area to gain insights and wisdom so they can improve their craft. So then we were like thinking, what if we were to build something bigger, like once a year, and bring everyone to? And yes, you guessed it. That's where BizDev Summit comes from. So it's all around business development. Like, no matter if you're trying to, frontline sellers, or if you're a full cycle sales rep, if you're trying to connect with other prospects, and to find the best outreach strategies and to build sales pipeline, you got to come to BizDev Summit. It's a 1-day event, and we're not doing it where it's going to be like a, lecture style. This is going to be workshop. So you as a sales rep are going to get the opportunity to practice and apply things. You're not just going to have people up there who are sharing things that they found in like a Google search. These are things that people have done and are doing. We have real life practitioners. We have folks such as Cynthia Barnes coming. We have Dale Dupree. We have DeJuan Brown. We have Anita Nielsen. We have Jordan Crawford. We have a panel of local people and some local sales leaders who are going to share stuff. People from companies such as Microsoft, from LinkedIn, who's our main sponsor. It's from Scipio. We have folks coming from Unique. We have people who are from, did I mention Microsoft already? From Sochi. We have all of these folks who are coming through to share their wisdom because they want to make sure that we can help each other to grow and improve. So check this out. If you're not in South Florida, you're listening to my podcast and you're overseas, what I would love for you to do is still check out the virtual summit. Check it out, get a virtual ticket, and come to the event. Until May 24th, the price goes up. We have them all at a discounted early bird price right now. But I want to give you 3 reasons why I decided to do this, and I hope this can inspire you. The first reason is going back to the same notion, is that you can't wait for people to do stuff for you. You got to take action. as a sales professional, you need to think like an entrepreneur. Like, people are not going to come and just buy stuff from you because they like you just like that, because they don't want to, they have money and they just want to give it away. Like, they're going to buy it because of a reason. And oftentimes they don't know what you have because they don't know what you have. And oftentimes because of that, you can't sit around and just hope. You got to create things that make it happen. Number 2, one of the other reasons that I really wanted to do this event was I saw other people doing events. And most of the events that I went to, it was really just kind of like blah, blah, blah. They were just like, they were sharing things that, again, I could find on a Google search, or they were sharing things that were, it was just like boring. And I was like, nah, man, if we're going to do an event, we're going to make it that it's workshop-like. So when people leave or they finish a session, they're actually able to apply the things. They're actually able to take out their computers and write and then type things down. They're actually able to have interaction with other attendees. They're actually able to engage and to learn. And as I figured, like, if I like that and I'm a sales rep, there are other people who like that. And when we did a survey about the conference, that's one of the things people shared. They wanted to be able to learn. They didn't want to sit back in a college class and get lecture. So we said, screw that. We're going to make it interactive. We're going to make it that each of our speakers are given like workshop-like training, so you can actually learn something, you can apply, and you can retain it. And we know that the skills and the stats that kind of show it, like when you are able to retain something and apply something rather than just sit back and listen and engage, you learn and keep a lot more of that. And that's our big goal with this event. The third thing, I wanted something that was going to be fun. I find that South Florida is fun, and I find that South Florida is cool. However, I also find that oftentimes we have to go out of state or go other places to be able to find that conference that's going to give us that education. So I was like, if I have a party place, if I have South Florida, I'm going to make an event that I can be here and have fun with. And for you as a sales rep, you probably have things that you want to do. You have prospect that you probably want to help out, but for some reason, perhaps you could do it, but maybe your company just, they haven't quite cracked the code on it. If you figure out a way to get in touch with those prospects, then do it. If your company, I remember one company I worked with, they were afraid of LinkedIn. They figured if we go on LinkedIn, we're going to try to find a new job. But going on LinkedIn was putting us in front of other prospects. So if your company has these old school, out of date culture, be willing to try something new and test things out. And this is one of the reasons why we're doing this event again. Worst case scenario, no one shows up. But you know what? That's not the case. We have people registering and signing up, because this is only going to have 100 attendees, like max. It's a small event this year, so it's going to be intimate. And we know a lot of people want to come out, and a lot of people want to enjoy and participate with us, and we're super excited for it. If you want to find out more, go to thesalesevangelist.com/bizdev. It's on the screen. It's also showing up in the show notes. Again, thesalesevangelist.com/BUSDEV. Again, thesalesevangelist.com/BUSDEV. Would love to have you take part. Early bird pricing ends at the end of May, and you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this opportunity. This is our inaugural event, and it's going to be awesome. Most importantly, I want you to go out each and every single day and do big things.